Your fourth class for the chapter number 3. The name of the chapter is Approximation and Estimation. So we can start the approximation from the rounding off rules for the decimals. So if there is a number in the decimal place, so first of all you have to find your place and look at the next door. First of all, you see that at which place you are rounding off. For example, the numbers after the decimal are all called the decimal places. First of all, you have to see at which place you are rounding off. So this is the first decimal place, second decimal place, and third decimal place. So if the uh, if the number is greater than 5 or greater than 5, then the previous number, then the next number will become, then the previous number will increase and the next numbers will become 0. And after the decimal, it is not necessary to write the next zeros, so you can terminate this value at that number. So first of all, find the place value you want to rounding the digit and look at the digit just to right of it. If the digit is less than 5, do not change the rounding digit but drop all the digits to the right of it. And if that digit is greater than or equal to 5, add 1 to the rounding digit and drop all the digits to right of it. It means that all the digits next that number will become 0 and the previous number will be increased or will remain same. It depends on the number that the next number is 5 or greater than 5 or less than 5. So here is an example. As rounding off 1.362 to the nearest hundredth. Hundredth means that at third decimal place. So we are rounding off this number as third decimal place. So third decimal place means that 1, 2 and 3. This is the third decimal place, and now we will look at the previous number, and the next number is less than 5, so the previous number will remain same and the next number will become 0. And here is an also example of the rounding off. As round off 23.378 to nearest 10. Nearest 10 means that after the decimal, if there is a tenth or 100, it means that it is at first decimal place, second and third decimal place. So this is the second decimal place. We are rounding off this number at the third decimal place, and now we will see that the number is greater than 5, so the previous number will be increased and the next numbers will become 0. So this 3 will become 4 and the next numbers will become 0. So these two zeros are not necessary to write. We can terminate this number as 4. So yeah, we also can write this number as 25.4. And now rounding off rules for the whole numbers. So if we have the whole numbers and we have to round off it, first of all find the place value you want to rounding off and look to the digit just to the right of it. If that digit is less than 5, do not change the rounding digit but change all the digits to the right of rounding digit to the 0. So in the simple words, as first of all we have to see the next number. First of all, here is a number 12 and we have to round off it at one place. So the next number is 2, which is less than 5, so the previous number will remain same and the next number will become 0. And here is also we have to round off it at 10th place, so 114, and the 10th place is 1, so the next number is less than 5, so the previous number will remain same and the next number will become 0. So here it doesn't matter how many numbers after that digit, all the numbers will become 0. So here is the 57 and we have to round off it at 10th place. So now the next number is 7, which is greater than 5, so the previous number will be increased, so 5 will become 6 and the next number will become 0, so its answer should be 60. And here is also a number as 1334 and we have to round off it at 100th place. So first of all we will see the next number is 4, so the previous number will remain same and the next number will become 0. And here is 8, the next number is 8, which is greater than 5, so the previous number will be increased by 1 and the next number will become 0, so its answer should be 90. And is here the next number is 7, which is greater than 5, so it will increase, and 10th will become 9 will become 10, and this will become 0, so its answer should be 100. Here's also some examples. You can see that here are a lot of many numbers. After that digit we have to round off, just like 8800, and we have to round off the its thousandth place. It means it is the 8 number that will be round off. So the next number is 8, which is greater than 5, so the previous number will be increased, so it will become 9, and these all next numbers will become 0. And now the next number is 0, so all the numbers will become 0, and it will be round off at 1000. So in this number we have to round off it at 100th place, so 100th place is 4. So the 4 is less than 5, so the previous number will remain same, and the next numbers will become 0. So you can see all these examples as in this worksheet. Actually, why we use estimation, why we use approximation, why we use significant figures? Actually, in many situations the exact value is not necessary for us. For example, I also give the example of the population of Pakistan. If we see the population of Pakistan is 22 crore, it doesn't mean that it is exactly 22 crore. It may be 10 lakh or 5 lakh more, or it may be less than. So it is varying. So it means that the estimate value is more important than the exact value, because it is easy to learn, it is easy to read. So we use the bigger estimate value, approximate value for the bigger values. And now the next thing is significant figures. The definition of significant figure is the significant figures are used to reflect the degree of accuracy. A number is more accurate when it is given to the greater number of significant figures. So if the number is more significant, if there are a more significant figures, it is more accurate number. And we have the rules, 5 rules to determine the significant figures. First of all, it is in your book. All the non-zeros are significant. All the non-zeros are significant means that only 0 is not significant. It may depend on the situation, that it may can, in some situations it is significant, and in some situations it is not significant, but all the non-zero digits are significant. It is must. Because here is an example for this as 4.2. so these all numbers are non-zero, so it means that all the numbers are significant. And the second rule is all the zeros before non-zeros are not significant. In the whole numbers, all the zeros before non-zeros are not significant. In the decimals, all the zeros after the non-zeros are significant. So you can see the rules at page number 64 on your book, as all non-zero digits are significant, all zeros between non-zeros are significant. It means that here is a number just like these numbers are between zeros, 8, and there are 3 zeros between 8 and 5, so all these zeros are significant. Rule number 3, in the decimal, all zeros after a non-zero digits are significant. So in the decimal, just like here is an example, as all there are 2 zeros after the decimal, so these all 2 zeros are significant. And in its fourth rule is in the decimal, all zeros before a non-zero digit are significant or not significant. So it means that these all zeros are not significant, and these are only 3 digits that are significant. So rule number 5 is in the whole numbers, the zeros at the end may or may not be significant. It depends on how the numbers are approximated. So it is it may be, for example, in this example 6800, the last it is a whole number and the last 2 numbers are 0, but we are not sure about 2 zeros that these are significant or not significant. So we can say there are 4, 3 or 2 significant figures, but it depends on the condition, that if he say the find the significant figures at 10th place. So this is the 10th place, and now the next numbers will not be significant, but this 0 will be significant. So here should be 3 significant figures. And if we say find the significant figures at 10th place, so 8 is the 10th place, so these all two zeros should not be significant, so this only 6 and 8 should be significant. So it means that the two significant figures are confirmed, but we are not sure about last two, so it depends on the condition that how they will be approximated. Here is an example for the rounding off. For the significant figures, there are some, for example, we have to find the number of significant figures in all these numbers, and here is an example as 0.0067005. So according to rule number 1, all the non-zeros are significant, so it means that we are confirmed about these 1, 2, 3 and 4 numbers are confirmed that they are the significant. And according to rule number 2, all the zeros between non-zeros are significant. It means that these two zeros are also significant. And according to rule number 3, all the zeros after the non-zero, so here is no zero, so rule number 3 is not applicable here. And according to rule number 4, in the decimal, all the zeros before non-zeros are not significant, so it means that there are 3 zeros before the non-zeros, so it means that these 3 zeros should not be significant. So the significant figures are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So there are 6 significant figures. Here are some examples, as in the example number 1, 96002, and here are the 5 significant figures because the non-zeros are significant and zeros between non-zeros are also significant, so it means that all these numbers are significant. And here is an example as 0.044, and there are only 2 significant figures because in the decimal all the zeros before non-zeros are not significant, so it means that this one and this one should not be significant. And in this number, this is a whole number and we are not sure about these two numbers, so we can say that here is 1, 2 or 3 significant figures, so we are not sure about these zeros. In the decimals, all the zeros after the non-zeros are significant, so it means that here are 5 confirmed significant figures. And we are also not sure about this, so this is the zeros and this is 0 written after the decimal, so according to rule number 3, all the zeros after the non-zeros are significant, so it means that here are 3 significant figures. And in this number, here is 2 zeros between the non-zeros, it means that all the zeros between non-zeros are significant, so all the numbers are significant, so here are 4 significant figures. And in this example also, there is a 0 between non-zeros, so it is also significant, so here are 3 significant figures. So in this number, this is the whole number, so according to the rule number 5, in the whole numbers, all the zeros at the end may or may not be significant, it depends how the numbers are approximated. So we are sure about one significant figure, so one significant figure is 7, but these last 3 zeros we are not sure about these zeros. So we can see that if the situation, it depends on the situation. If we say round off it at 10th place, there is a 0, but the next zeros we are not sure about next two zeros, because so here should be 2 zeros, here should be 2 significant figures, and at any place, at any situation, it will depend on the situation. And here is the last example as 0.00783 kg. So here are 3 significant figures because according to the rule number 4, there are in the decimal all the zeros before a non-zero are not significant, so these 3 zeros are not significant, so only the significant figures are 3. These are 7, 8 and 3. So students, this is your class for the chapter number 3, and if you have any confusion in this chapter, you can ask me anytime. And